Hello, I'm Chris Grum, the President and CEO of the Women's Funding Network. Your support has been critical to the Women's Funding Network this past year, and I want to thank you by sharing with you just how important that partnership has been in changing lives. For years, women's funds have been at the forefront in addressing sex trafficking of women and children around the world. Our strategy of investing in women and girls has become mainstream and accepted as necessary for global prosperity. Now we are seeing our long-standing focus on the elimination of sex trafficking of women and children become accepted as a critical part of safeguarding human rights for all. Last year, the Women's Funding Network Board of Directors made a 3-year commitment to address sex trafficking of girls in the United States. This initiative was seeded by a $1 million gift from Kay Reed and Harold Anderson, visionary philanthropists and leaders in the effort. This funding has been enlarged by many other donors like yourselves, and I thank you for your support. The results to date have been phenomenal. Women's Funding Network has partnered with independent researchers to release cutting-edge data documenting sex trafficking of girls in the United States. We've released a study spotlighting the demand in the U.S. for sex with underage girls. We've galvanized a national coalition of advocates, and together we've facilitated the shutdown of a portion of Craigslist where online ads were selling young girls for sex. In September, the Women's Funding Network Chief Program Officer, Deborah Richardson, testified before a Judiciary Committee of the United States House of Representatives on sex trafficking of young girls in the U.S. 4 women's funds, New York Women's Foundation, Michigan Women's Foundation, Women's Foundation in Minnesota, and Dallas Women's Foundation, are deeply engaged in leading efforts to prevent and end sex trafficking of girls in their communities. We've mobilized over 30,000 individuals online who support our efforts through their social network. Our work to end sex trafficking of girls in the U.S. is just one of many strategies supported by our 166 women's funds to secure the human rights of all women and girls around the world. We continue to build women's economic security, leadership, and human rights because we know that investing in women and girls is the most strategic way to make lasting change a reality. None of this would have happened without your support. I want to thank you for your continued partnership as we work to build a brighter future for all. Thank you very much.